Hi there, Ada. This is Trent and Ada. Today we are actually excited to have this fun conversation to learn more things about peak enrollment. And the one thing we're actually going to be doing, I was excited about this, Ada, is Ada's going to actually share kind of the inside look on Peak Suite and how it operates and certain things that Ada is responsible for. So with that, Ada, can you introduce yourself and let us know who are you and what do you do at Peak Enrollment?
First of all, thank you for having me today.
Sure.
I work with Peak Enrollment in the area of social, everything social. I'm in charge of working with social ads, but also with helping schools have really nice and neat social media channels in order to reach more of their students in a more, I don't know, close way.
Yep. And this is kind of an extension of you when you have the word social in your title, because that is who you are. And
Definitely.
you love this part of the job. And so you're definitely doing something that you love to do. I'm actually going to ask you a couple different questions, and it'll lead into a few things that I know that you want to share today. But we're here to talk about Peak Suite's content scheduler. And
Yes.
what is a content scheduler for those that may not know what that is?
Well, as you just said, I'm very much a social butterfly. And so there are many things, many channels, and many platforms that uh, companies and trade schools are going to want to be present in today in when it comes to the internet, and it takes a toll on keeping up with all of them at the same time. So there is a tool that is available in many different platforms that is called a content scheduler. A content scheduler is literally a platform that allows you to schedule your posts beforehand. So you prepare them in batches and you post them, but not to the public. You post them to the platform, and the platform is in charge of posting them whenever you want them to be posted in a certain time frame.
Nice. And why should a trade school owner want to schedule social posts automatically with Peak Suite's content scheduler and not with the other schedulers out on the market? Because there's a ton of schedulers, as well as even Meta has their own schedulers.
Yeah,
Why would they
free. The
need to
one.
use Peak? Right, it's free. Why would they want to use Peak Suite?
Well, with all these awesome tools that are present in the internet right now,
Mhm.
it's very easy to get overwhelmed with the amount of platforms you're using.
That's true.
Peak Suite being a lead generation and lead management system. You work with that there, right? And then you wouldn't want to have another separate platform for social media, then another separate platform for email marketing. Peak Suite has a very nice feature that allows you to have very nice features, I'd say, that allow you to have many different tools in one. So definitely for people who are going to be working with Peak Suite as a lead management system, having a content scheduler on there is
Mhm.
definitely a win-win, I would say.
Yeah. Now, if I were a trade school owner who uses Peak Suite to manage my student leads, how can I access the content scheduler? I think this is your cue. I think you're going to
Yeah,
share your screen, aren't you? Yeah, so
I am
we can see the
dying to
inside
share.
look, right?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I'm going to share my screen now because I want to show you guys. I'm really giddy about this. Um, I think that Peak Suite makes it really easy for people who use it to have all their social media in one place. And when I say all their social media, I don't only mean Facebook and Instagram. I also mean, you know, um, Google My Business, which is a major feature for businesses, for trade schools, and also LinkedIn, even for people who have their schools within that professional platform. So I am within Peak Suite right now, And whenever the trade school owner finds themselves in the platform, they can go towards marketing, and they will actually find a tab called Social Planner. If I go to our example school's Social Planner, I did not connect it on purpose, just to show you guys how it would look to you when you have not connected your social media channels yet. So if you have not connected channels,
you're referring to when you said the test school, that's beta school.
Yes, correct.
That's our test school, so that school owners can actually experience it like a student lead would, right?
Yeah, I think it's awesome that we have beta school, because it allows, I think I would love to see a product ready and see it and experience it before I actually get it. So in this case, in Pick Suite, we also
good. Yeah, we've seen a lot of schools that really didn't know these things existed. A social planner within the same platform as their enrollment system, and also a test school, just to experience it as a student would. So I'm glad you're using that as an example and showing how to connect that up.
Yeah, and as a social media manager, I can tell you that it takes a lot of time to keep up with posting individually. And sometimes you just don't have the time on a specific day. So if you organize your schedule in a way, as an owner of a school, if you organize your schedule, I mean, on Monday, I'm only setting up my social media posts, and I spend 2 hours setting up everything for the whole month. It's a no-brainer for me, right? So if a school is on Pick Suite and they want to start using the content scheduler, they just have to go to marketing on their left-hand side column. And then they just have to go where they would set up their emails. They can set up their social planner. And then here, for now, the platforms that are supported, I think, are the most relevant for a trade school. And these are Facebook, Instagram, Google My Business, and LinkedIn. So these are platforms that are very, very relevant for trade schools, and it's very simple to connect. Pretty much just click on the link of the part of the platform that you want, and it allows you not only to connect to post to Facebook pages, but it also allows you to connect to Facebook groups, which means that you not only can keep up with your public your public social media channels, but also your private ones, which is incredible. If you have a group of students within a private Facebook group, you can also post to that automatically without worrying if you have time to sit down in front of the computer and send out a homework or some reading.
That's awesome, because some schools, they love to have a private group of all of their graduates who they've helped connect with into jobs, and then to share ideas, especially if they're very specialized in a particular trade. They can actually help them and almost continue to help them learn. And then when they want to get additional certificates, they come back because they're the ones who continued serving them. So if a school is listening to this and they've not done that before, that's an idea to connect with your existing students who have graduated.
Now, even students that are studying in class now, share information, share extra readings or anything. Even job posts can be done, through this platform. So awesome. They would connect each one using the links, and then it would look like the one that we were looking at, which is ours, Peak Enrollment. Sorry. Peak Enrollment. Here we go. And so once all the platforms have been connected, it actually looks like this. This is your dashboard, and I'm going to post a test post just so that everyone who decides to use this platform has it nice and clear. All right. So it's very easy. You would go on the blue tab here on the very top right corner, new post. And the nice thing is that you don't have to do those posts individually, which is great for reposting and cross-posting, which is using the same content in different platforms.
Mhm.
You would just click on all accounts, even in my enrollment growth group, for example, and then add account. Oh, sorry, no, I don't want to add a new account. And now we're just going to add a photo, for example. What kind of content do I want to add? I want to add a photo. And so I am going to upload a file. I'm going to
We've
find,
seen a few of those, haven't we?
yeah, we have.
You're school watching, and you've been receiving our emails. That's how it happens.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. We vouch. I think it's important for service companies to use their own services, because number one, it
Mhm.
says a lot. I think
Yeah,
we believe that this is a great tool, and therefore we use it.
it
Um,
would say something the opposite if they were using something else other than
right,
their own systems.
right.
Yeah, yep,
And it is a really nifty platform. I'm telling you, it's
yeah.
incredible, because not only you are tending to your leads in the same right in the same place, you get to organize your content and have that sorted and out of the way as well. So again,
Nurturing is that big word, right? The
they're
nurture word, that's big for us.
very big.
In nurturing for trade schools, nurturing those curious visitors who you don't even know who they are, but
Mhm.
nurturing them on social media before they've even sent a lead information in and become potentially an enrolled student. That's huge. A lot
It's
of schools don't know that can happen.
it's key. It's key. I think that one of the things we've found is that nurturing is what really gets the lead there. The lead knows about you, but from the moment that they know about you to the moment that they sign up, that they register, or start the course, this is all nurturing, and that's a very important part of the process,
Yeah,
I would
good
say.
point.
So we would put yay first day of class, for example, and then you would just say post or save for later. You can decide that you want to continue editing later, or you can schedule. When do I want this to be posted? Well, I want it to be posted. For example, I don't want to work during the weekend, because the weekend is time to be with the family. I want it to post. At what time? I'll say 10 a.m. Perfect. Schedule post. The post has been scheduled. Now that the post has been scheduled, I can actually see like an overview of my month. So, it's this one. Should be 1 second.
How far in advance can you schedule?
Oh, look. I mean, I can keep on going. There is
Oh wow! Because I know the free Facebook Meta, at least right now, you can only go about 2 months ahead of time, and
correct.
it's really frustrating when you want to schedule long ahead.
When you have sessions coming up, and when the session's starting, you can do a lot of the work beforehand and not have to worry about reminders and posts right when the session is about to begin, and you have to buy materials and you have to prepare classrooms and stuff like that. So it is really something that helps you take that worry off of your mind and get to it. I think that it's really important to use tools like this, because the more you automate, the more you can stay focused on your business, which is really what I think trade school owners are good at. And if
Yeah,
tools like this are provided, to them, given to them to use, and I think it improves the time, it increases the time that they can focus on their schools instead of focusing
yeah.
on things.
I'm glad you made that point, Otto, because I have so many conversations with school owners who, they're frustrated because their school's growing when it shouldn't be a frustration. It should be something that's delightful and that they have the ability to actually teach more, which is the love that they have, and to do that more. But if they find themselves having to post social media things and emails and things like that, and of course, some school owners, they may have staff that takes care of those things, and they don't need our help to do that. They may just need our platform. So that in itself, being able to provide these things for school owners based upon where they're at in their size of business, and to be able to scale with things too.
Of
I think
course.
so important.
And I
Yeah.
also say that platforms like this make things super user friendly. Like if you have
Yeah.
someone that's worked at the desk as your assistant, for example, in a trade school for years and years, and they're not exactly tech savvy, they don't know which platform is here, which one is there, how to sign up, what happens if the password is not working. Once this is set up, it's just teaching them exactly what we did today. Literally finding the content, writing a caption or something, and scheduling it and setting it up. It's really user friendly and not very time consuming, in my
Yeah.
opinion. So I
Unless you've been able to schedule ahead. And actually a lot of time, wouldn't you say that, and I do have one last question, but wouldn't you say that having, if you have worked towards, with social media posts and emails and those type of things towards a class session, that's just a duplicated situation the next class, so once you've done it once, you can duplicate it again and schedule it ahead of time, right?
correct. That's
So that connects to it really connects to my last question.
okay.
For a trade school owner, how does keeping up with social media posts benefit my trade school enrollment? I
Well,
think that's probably the most important and last question for you, really.
yeah, it is very important. I think that a lot of us take our cues from the internet reviews, internet interactions, and really social media in general. And I think that if people can see how you treat your students, how your classes are, and can have like a first-hand kind of like intimate opportunity to see what your school is like, it does the promotion for you. It does the advertising for you in a way that is nurturing. I'll go back to the magic word. I think that social media engagement can not only be paid, it can also be organic, and that organic day-to-day insight cannot be replicated by by ads and paid content, right? So I think it's very
Yeah,
important that schools engage in social media, because it's social proof. It really vouches for you if you keep up with it and you show the inner workings of how your trade school helps change someone's life. So
absolutely.
we've seen that schools that stick to their social media and remind people about enrollment deadlines and when the session is going to start, make people feel closer. Not only people who are thinking about maybe taking this trade on this trade, but also people who have enrolled. I think it's also the pride and joy of some of the people that graduate from these programs to say, hey, I went to this school, look how cool, and show it, and just it's social proof again. So
That's
yeah.
awesome. Yeah, and what the social proof? I'm glad you used that term, because we all know um, in the world that authority, the local authority, or credibility doesn't come from ourselves. It doesn't come from shining a light on ourselves, because that's kind of weird. And social media can often be that. But when others are saying good things about you, and if you're a school and others are saying, "Hey, this is the best experience I ever had," and this is awesome. This is what needs to happen for schools, is that students are actually talking in a great way about it, in a very organic way, like you said. And wouldn't you know that the more organic the engagement and the talk is, the higher up someone ranks, even in on Google, because of the engagement on their website. If their website's doing what it should,
Yeah.
then their organic reach is going to increase, and
Yeah.
without having to really pay for SEO, so to speak, right?
Yeah.
That's a website. That's why we do so much on the website to
To increase.
make it such an effective conversion tool. Google likes that.
Yeah.
Raises it to the
Google,
top.
any platform. It's the same with social media. I mean, the moment that you do the organic work, then your ads are also easier to show when it comes to the paid part. Then
Yeah.
your ads are more successful. Really being organic, being real, showing what's really happening, it's a doorway to getting better results even on the paid ads side. So I think definitely taking social media channels seriously is an important move, I think, for trade
Mm,
schools. It is.
that's a good point.
Mhm.
Well, Ada, thank you so much for your time today. I'm glad we had this, what we call workshops, because they're just, down to earth, real conversation, just like um, sitting in your living room with a trade school owner or something like that, and I really appreciate your time. And we have many others available, where you can just join us for conversation, and many in our staff responsible for so many different areas of how we serve schools. Ultimately, like you said earlier, is ultimately to help schools change more lives, because the more they can fill their classes, the more people they can affect. And I'm so glad that we have such a great team that we can together help so many schools. So I appreciate
Thank
it.
you. Bye.
Take care. Bye bye.